The sun poured through the windows of the cozy living room, illuminating the shelves lined with books and the comfortable seating arranged in a semicircle. The doorbell rings and Mrs. Sharma, the retired English teacher, opens the door with a warm smile. She sees her old student, Manish, who she met yesterday at the park. Manish looked very eager to learn English and yet slightly apprehensive. The retired teacher, Mrs. Sharma, welcomed him with a warm smile on her face. Mrs. Sharma, welcome, Manish. I'm so glad you could make it. Please, come in and make yourself comfortable. I'm so pleased to see you here today, she began, her voice gentle yet encouraging. I know you've come to improve your English conversation skills, and I want you to feel comfortable and confident in speaking English. Manish enters the living room and takes his seat. Manish, thank you so much for offering to help me, Mrs. Sharma. I really appreciate it. I've been struggling with my English, and it's been holding me back in my job interviews. Mrs. Sharma, I understand your concerns, and I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. First, let me ask you a question. You've studied English in school and college, right? Manish, yes, ma'am. I've studied English for years, but somehow, I still struggle to speak it fluently. Mrs. Sharma, that's a common problem, Manish. You see, the way English is taught in our schools and colleges often focuses more on grammar, vocabulary, and written exercises. While these are important aspects of learning a language, they don't necessarily prepare you for real-life conversations. Now, let's start with the basics, Mrs. Sharma continued. You have studied English in school, but speaking it fluently can be quite different from reading or writing it. This is often because we do not practice speaking enough in a real-life context. Manish, that makes sense, madam. We've learned a lot of rules and words, but we don't get much practice in actually speaking English. Mrs. Sharma, exactly. To become proficient in English conversation, you need to practice speaking regularly. It's like learning to ride a bicycle, she added. You can read about it and understand the mechanics, but you only truly learn by getting on the bike and pedaling. Manish, but ma'am, I feel embarrassed when I try to speak in English. I'm afraid of making mistakes. Mrs. Sharma, that's a natural feeling, Manish. However, making mistakes is a part of the learning process. Nobody starts as a perfect English speaker. The key is to embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and keep practicing. Manish, but, ma'am, I learned grammar and vocabulary. Why is it still hard for me to speak? That's a very good question, Sanjay, she replied, nodding. Mrs. Sharma, while grammar and vocabulary are important, they are only part of the equation. Speaking requires practice and the ability to think in English rather than translating from your native language. In school, you may have focused primarily on writing and reading, but we need to develop your speaking skills through conversation practice. Manish, how can I practice speaking English more often, ma'am? Mrs. Sharma, the more you speak, the more confident you'll become. There are several ways to practice. Firstly, try to speak English with each other whenever you can. Create an English-speaking environment among yourselves. Secondly, watch English movies and TV shows with subtitles. This will help you understand the pronunciation and context of the language. Thirdly, read English books, newspapers, and magazines aloud to yourself. This will improve your fluency and vocabulary. Manish, these are great suggestions, Mrs. Sharma. We'll definitely try them out. Mrs. Sharma, another important aspect of English conversation is listening. When you're in a conversation, pay close attention to what the other person is saying. Try to understand their accent, tone, and the words they use. Active listening will help you respond appropriately and keep the conversation flowing. Manish, we'll keep that in mind, ma'am. Mrs. Sharma, lastly, don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. It's better to ask and learn than to remain confused. Most people will be happy to explain things to you. Manish, thank you for these valuable insights, ma'am. We are eager to start learning and improving our English conversation skills. Mrs. Sharma, wonderful. Let's start with some basic conversation exercises. Remember, the more you practice, the better you'll become. I'm here to guide and support you every step of the way. Manish nods enthusiastically, ready to embark on his English conversation journey with Mrs. Sharma's guidance.